Sean Combs, aka Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, is the dictionary definition of a music mogul. Considered by many to be a living legend, Diddy's influence in music is unescapable. From signing million-dollar deals to managing talent and even jumping into the studio himself, Puffy does it all. Maybe too much. You don't get to become one of the richest entertainers in the world without doing some shady stuff. And after almost 4 decades in the industry, Diddy's best kept secrets might just be starting to come out. There's no question that a producer has an eye for talent and the business chops to boot, but what has come under a lot of scrutiny throughout his career is Diddy's sexual orientation. Rappers, actors, and even Diddy himself have made reference or alluded to the fact that the coming home rappers had a bit of a thing for guys. But recently, accusations against the rapper have gone a step further. Friends and industry insiders have all been opening up about what goes down at Diddy's house, and the things they're saying are shocking, to say the least. You see, it isn't just guys Diddy's apparently got a thing for. It's young guys, like teenagers, kids. It's reported that Diddy repeatedly used his power and position of trust within the industry to befriend young stars, and, well, you can imagine the rest. Diddy's reputation is shrouded in mystery and rumor, so let's take a look at the accusation made against one of music's most influential people. One of the earliest and strongest bits of evidence we have that the rapper might be gay is his verse on the Agent Orange track, Hope. In the official music video, two men are seen embracing while Diddy raps. Sometimes I ask myself, what is it going to take for me not to be afraid? To be loved the way I really want to be loved, but that I know how I really want to be loved, but I'm scared to really feel that. It's like you want something, but you don't know if you can handle it. Maybe one day I'll get over my fears and I'll receive. He's not exactly admitting to anything, but come on, it's not really subtle. Fans of this theory also like to point to the numerous allegations made by other celebs claiming that Diddy is gay. You know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And these types of rumors have been floating around for a while. Everyone from 50 Cent to Wendy Williams has at one point or another talked about the rapper being gay. Now, it's worth noting that 50 and Diddy have been going at it for years now, and Wendy Williams sat down with Diddy to apologize for her comments, so maybe this isn't the most reliable evidence. It also doesn't help that Diddy himself has never confirmed or denied the rumors. Maybe he doesn't even want to entertain the idea, but it's not like these are little one-off rumors. This has been repeated over and over again for years now. Diddy's fanbase also seemed to believe the rapper is in the closet, as proven by a 2019 Instagram post where Diddy opened up about his battle with depression. In a video post where Diddy welcomes in the new year, he says, 2019 was a crazy year. It was a great year for some of us, and for some of us, that shit was really hard, man. It was a hard year. The post sparked a ton of comments urging Diddy to come out of the closet. It's okay, Diddy, to just come out and be a gay man. Love yourself enough, too, as you say in this video, said one user. Bruh, just come out. It's okay, because motherfuckers will still listen to your music, commented another. Now, it's not really a surprise that Diddy would want to keep something like this a secret. Hip-hop has famously been anti-LGBT, and someone as influential as Diddy has a lot to lose by coming out. But maybe that isn't the reason Diddy keeps everything under wraps. There have always been whispers in the industry about Diddy's fondness for younger celebs. But things have been kicked up a notch in recent years as more and more people close to the mogul begin to speak out against him. As big names began dropping little hints here and there, fans were prompted to take a look back through the archives and reassess Diddy's relationships with young male artists. The first bit of evidence people tend to point to as being wildly inappropriate was his relationship with R&B icon Usher. A lot of you don't know this, but when Usher was 15, he was sent to New York to live with Diddy after his manager, L.A. Reid, thought the young R&B artist needed to experience a certain type of lifestyle. Usher sat down with Howard Stern and spoke on the things he saw going down at Diddy's crib: champagne bottles, beautiful women, and parties that went on all night. The young artist looks back on that time as a truly crazy experience. The climax singer even revealed what Reed and Puffy called this piece of work experience: Puffy Flavor Camp. Yikes. Puffy developed a reputation in the 90s for throwing crazy, sometimes out of control parties, and to actively bring a 15-year-old into that type of environment is a little bit weird. When asked by Stern what he saw at those parties, Usher nervously laughed before saying, "There were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it." Listeners of the show were quick to call out Diddy on his suspect behavior. But so far, the worst thing Diddy could be accused of is gross negligence and being a bad guardian, until the old clip of the pair resurfaced on the internet. The footage shows Diddy talking about Usher in a hotel room, and the music mogul appeared to have one too many to drink. Slurring his words and with his arm around Usher's shoulders, Puffy talks about his relationship with the young artist, saying the two were like brothers, and reminisces fondly on their time living together. Diddy then drops a questionable admission: "We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he always got up earlier than me." Kevin Hart, who was hosting the event, quickly chimed in, "Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody gonna acknowledge that but me? He said they used to wrestle." The vibes immediately changed. Diddy's face goes from smiling to stone cold murderous. He takes his arm off of Usher and grabs Hart around the back of the neck. Diddy tells the comedian to shut the F up as he jerks Hart away from the camera. People online quickly commented on how weird the whole interaction felt. I mean, just look at Diddy's face. He was not playing. There's no situation, Frosted Flakes or otherwise, where a grown man should be wrestling with a teenager. But it doesn't stop there. Academy Award winner Jamie Foxx has been one of the more outspoken celebs when it comes to publicly talking about Diddy's questionable relationships. Recently, a clip of Foxx talking about one of Diddy's crazy $1 million parties started going viral. At the time, Puffy had another young male star living with him, Nick Cannon. Foxx goes into detail, saying how he saw the young, wild and out star try and come into the room to ask Diddy something. The mogul quickly got up and rushed Cannon out, making sure nobody saw him. Earlier this year, Foxx was hospitalized due to an apparent health scare that grounded filming for his new movie to a halt. Things didn't look good as Jamie's family was quickly flown in from around the world, presumably to say goodbye to the movie star. Foxx eventually made a slight recovery, and that's when the rumors started to fly about what exactly happened. Foxx's health scare, which appeared to come out of nowhere, came at a time when Foxx had been speaking out about Diddy's sexual orientation and seeing Nick Cannon. Rumors have been around for years about the X-rated and weird nature of Diddy's parties, but Foxx was someone who was very much in Diddy's inner circle, and so his words carried a bit of weight to them. This is when rapper T.I. chimed in, backing Foxx and claiming that whatever is going on with the Grammy Award-winning actor wasn't natural. T.I. confirmed how Foxx has incriminating information on Diddy and his associates, and that Foxx's decision to speak out about it was the reason his life had been put in danger. In an Instagram Live to his fans, T.I. confirmed how "you got shit you don't want motherfuckers to know," referring to Diddy and his sordid past. Fans on Twitter rushed to agree with T.I., as one fan speculated, "I felt that he, Jamie Foxx, said no to something and that's why he had that stroke. This is a fairly healthy man that stays out the way. They unalive these celebs, make them go broke, take away work just so they submit." Now look, it's not uncommon for actors to get health complications. After all, it's a stressful life full of vices that aren't good for you in the long run. But the circumstances surrounding Foxx's medical emergency has everyone talking. Foxx, being a known associate of Puffy's, meant that when he spoke, people listened. But Puffy and Foxx are longtime industry friends. So why then did Foxx decide to start airing out Diddy's dirty laundry? Well, rumor has it that Jamie Foxx's substance abuse issues began at one of the legendary $1 million parties Puff used to throw, and that Foxx was only now breaking away from the chains Diddy had tried to put on him. Rapper Kanye West spoke out about how the Hollywood elite get celebs hooked to these addictive substances in an attempt to control and keep them under their spell. Foxx even appeared to back Kanye's claims, confirming that a lot of celebs will develop an addiction to certain substances, usually after being supplied by these larger Hollywood execs. Foxx even admitted to having his own medicinal addictions, which he is rumored to have got from Diddy. I know Kanye don't come from a bad place, and when he talked about the mental drugs, I've had an episode of that. There's definitely something going on that we don't know about. Keith D, a known member of the Southside Compton Crips, has said on record that Diddy parties are downright satanic. Sitting down with the art of dialogue, Keith was asked about what he meant by weird when he described Diddy's parties. After a pause, he responded, "I guess it was Illuminati." Jaguar Wright, an R&B singer from New Jersey, has made a name for herself for speaking out against the Holly weird and backed Kanye's claims. She believes Kanye is telling the truth about the drugs in Hollywood, but people just brush him off as insane. She also draws attention to the fact a lot of the early artists who came up with Diddy, like Kim Porter and Andre Harrell, are all dead, while Diddy is okay. Jaguar was close to a lot of the guys who worked on Uptown Records, Diddy's old label, and claims they had all been trying to write a tell-all book about their time in the industry before they all ended up dead. Again, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? But when he wasn't ordering alleged hits on former business partners, Diddy was still befriending Hollywood's youngest up-and-coming male artists. Most recently, his relationship with Justin Bieber has come under scrutiny as, again, people started to ask themselves why a 40-year-old man was hanging out with a 15-year-old boy. In a clip uploaded to Justin Bieber's YouTube channel, the two appear in a video outside one of Diddy's properties. In it, Puffy promises a car to Bieber, as well as a house once he turns 18. The pair then turn and address the camera, and Diddy says, "So check this out, Justin. He's got 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They having the times of their lives. Like where we hanging now and what we doing we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream." I mean, we'll let the clip play for you, but be warned, it's an uncomfortable watch. Keep in mind, it's not like this is all just internet gossip. Diddy has recently been accused of having sex with underage boys by a government investigation. After one of Diddy's associates and business partners was arrested for smuggling large quantities of cocaine throughout America, he was questioned by federal agents. When asked by federal investigators about Diddy having sexual relationships with underage boys, James Rosemond refused to answer. What all these allegations and rumors seem to have in common is fear. People are afraid to speak out against Diddy or risk something happening to them like Foxx. Diddy is a powerful man, not just in the music industry, and you know that he's got contingencies in place for anyone who dares cross him. But what do you think? Is Diddy guilty of having a thing for younger guys? Or are his relationships with younger artists just Diddy helping out the next generation of talent? Or is something more sinister going on that we don't know about? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching.